How's it going? And welcome to Millennial Hacks, tips on how to save money and live a better life. Who doesn't want to do that? So let's get on into the topic what we have for today. So today I'm going to go over the Chase Sapphire card. Now, as you already know, we showed you the Chase Sapphire unboxing. So time to go into what the card is all about. So I want to basically go over why I got this card in the beginning, or why I decided to downgrade basically. So as you all know, the Chase Sapphire Preferred has an annual fee. When you first get it, it is $0 for the first year and then $95 for the next. So when my $95 annual fee was coming up, I was noticing that my spend wasn't as rapid as I was getting it in the beginning of when I had the card. So I was actually eating out more, I was traveling more with my company, and I was able just to use it more often. So that being said, I just started to travel just like at least once a year. I went out the country this year, and well, I actually went out the country once, but when I took my flight, I only took an airplane like one time this year. But the other time I just took a tour bus. But other than that, I wanted to basically go over why I got this card. So I downgraded it because I wasn't receiving any more value from my Sapphire Preferred, which was really important to me because I don't like to keep cards just to keep them. I want to keep them because they have value to my life. So at the time, it wasn't having any value to my life, and I needed to just get a new card. So I downgraded to the Chase Sapphire card. The way I did this was I called into Chase and I just let them know I wanted to downgrade. I didn't want to cancel the card because I didn't want to, that's going to take points off your credit score if you just cancel a card. It's never really good to cancel a card. So once I called into them, I just let them know what my situation was and how I felt like I didn't really need the card and I just wasn't receiving any value. So I asked them what was my downgrade options, and they told me to Chase Sapphire. I wanted the Freedom Unlimited, but they said that wasn't, I couldn't receive that at the time. So they told me to check back in within January or something. So I'll try to do that around that year in January. But for now, I am with the Chase Sapphire. So with this card, it's good basically because it is a no annual fee card and you can still accrue UR points. Now let's get into what the categories are for this card, or what points can you accrue with it. So with this one, it is not as wide a variety as this Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Reserve. So with those cards, you can get dining as everything, or you can get travel as anything, so tolls, parking, airplane tickets, subway tickets, anything that has to do with traveling, you can get it. Now with the Chase Sapphire card, you can only get points, 2 times worth points, when you book through the Chase portal to get your airlines. You have to go to the Chase portal to actually book your airline flight. You can't even transfer partners unless you have an Ink or the Preferred or the Reserve card, unfortunately. So that being said, I would say this card is just a safe card. I'm not planning on using this, and I'm not planning on keeping it long term. I would like to see if I can just downgrade this card to another card such as the Freedom or Freedom Unlimited, which will give me a lot more value than what I have right now. I have been using this card for about 2 weeks or so, so I'm just trying to fill it out. Honestly, I don't see it staying in my wallet, like I said, any longer, but I actually want to do, is it worth it? So is the Chase Sapphire worth it? Honestly, if you want to downgrade, yes. If you're worried about accruing points and you're worried about annual fees, yes, just keep it. It's good. It's a keeper card. It's the type of card that you can just have in your wallet or in your drawer somewhere, and you use it at Apple Pay, at McDonald's every once in a while, or whenever you go buy a cup of coffee with it every couple months, just to keep it active. And it's actually the Visa signature card, since it's still, I downgraded it from the Preferred, so it has a good limit on it. Hopefully I can transfer into something else. I think that it will be good for people who, just want to have a card that they can just throw in the bag somewhere, and, that'll be good. That's a part of your credit line. That's good. But I wouldn't recommend it to people who still want to book through the Chase portal. I say keep the Preferred or the Reserve if you have that card. Don't downgrade it, because at the end of the day, you still can receive value from it. I wasn't receiving any value from the Preferred at the time, so that's why I downgraded my card. It's good that Chase does this with downgrade options, because a lot of times you have to cancel your cards when you get them, and it's unfortunate because you lose a lot of that history, which is not good for your credit score. So it's good that they do have options for downgrading, unlike other companies. So my question to you is, how do you feel about this card, and would you be willing to downgrade this from your preferred if you had the chance to? Or what card would you downgrade into if you could do it through Chase? After you do that, make sure you leave that comment down below. So another thing that I wanted to mention is that with this card, a lot of the insurance is not primary, it is secondary. So, you know, with your trip cancellation, the car insurance, everything, it will definitely be secondary. So just to be on the lookout for that, you're not going to be getting the top tier or the best status with getting a car like this. That's why they call it the Chase Sapphire Preferred, because everyone always kind of prefers that card. And, you know, it just makes sense. It's all in the title. So that's with the Chase Sapphire. Now also, you know how when you book through the portal you get that 1.25 cents per points? Well, this one, it is not the case. This one you only get 1 point. So when you downgrade, you really do downgrade. It's called a downgrade option for a reason. It's not an upgrade, obviously. But like I said, you're going to find true value in it if you see it working out for yourself. So, you know, definitely hit that like button. And also subscribe to this channel if you found this video helpful. I will catch you next time.